It's Monday, September 10. Coming up live on The View. There's still one chair at the Hot Topics table that's been empty for a year. But today, the biggest question in daytime will finally be answered when we announce the newest co-host of The View. Plus, Dr. Phil's taking on the headlines. From Shaq's shocking breakup to Owen's road to recovery to how Senator Craig can get his life out of the toilet. And after her first week on The View, the one thing Whoopi says she desperately needs is a bra.
They have a home, but it's closer to my knees.
Come along with Whoopi on her quest for the perfect bra. All that, Hot Topics, and more coming up on Season 11 of The View.
Good morning. Now, we're not going to fool around here, Miss Barbara.
Yeah, well, this is the worst kept secret of the month, but we would like you now to welcome our new permanent co-host, Sherri Shepherd. On this program at some rather tumultuous times, to say the least. Yes.
I know, but I'm like here and it's all good, and I'm with all the ladies.
Well, you know, you have not really met.
No, we met the first time when I was here for that 2 day.
For the 2 days, and I did because I'm such a fan of yours, Whoopi, and I'm just, you're a stand. And I'm just, oh my gosh.
But there was another girl who was carrying on over you the other day. What was her name?
Whoopi does this.
She's the role model for every young comedian, I think.
She is. Yes. And the whole time in the dressing room, I kept staring at Whoopi like this.
Well, you know, just in case there are some of you who really don't know everything about Sherri, and you believe me, in the months to come, you won't know everything about Sherri. So we did a little, you know, kind of a little précis of her life. Okay? And we will show it. This is Sherri and Sherri. Here we go. Take a look.
I was born in Chicago. My parents were really young, and so all they could afford was like a little apartment. And my dad wanted a better life for us, so he worked 3 jobs, and he moved us to Hoffman Estates, Illinois. I moved there in the middle of Roots, right when Kunta Kinte got his foot cut off. So I think there were like 3 black people, my sister, me, and the janitor that cleaned the school. I have 2 sisters. I am the oldest. I'm very close to them. I'm very proud of them because we lost our mom when we were really young. And so we were kind of raising ourselves. My father wanted to be a stand-up comic, and then he ended up getting a girl pregnant. Here I am. And so, you know, that kind of got derailed. But I get to do it for him. I was a legal secretary. I was working at this law firm in Beverly Hills, and a bunch of us decided to have a night out on the town. We decided to go to the Comedy Store because they had an early show. And then Andrew Dice Clay got on the stage, and he made a lot of the women mad. And they kept leaning back to me, and they kept saying, Sherri, you should do that. I went to this club in West Hollywood, and I went on stage, and I won $100, and it was really like having an orgasm. I don't even need to have sex, I just go to a comedy club. When I quit my job, when I finally made that leap of faith, it was the scariest thing for me. And somebody said to me one day, if it was all about stability, you wouldn't need faith. And so I said a prayer, and I gave notice. I think about 15 days later, I booked my very first series regular on a sitcom. This is what I call myself on the shows. People who don't know who Sherri Shepherd is, I'm the black girl on all the white shows. So if you see a black girl with a bunch of white people, it probably is me. I had done a guest star on Friends, and the check was late, so I had to go back to the law firm. And it was a law firm where David Schwimmer's father worked. You talking about depressing? Because all the secretaries would always go by and go, why don't you tell Mr. Schwimmer that you were on his son's show? And I was like, well, why don't you shut up and go make some coffee for the other lawyers and stay out my business? Then I did a guest star on Suddenly Susan with Brooke Shields, and they called me back to be a series regular. I said, okay, I want to buy a house. This is a show with Brooke Shields. It's not going anywhere. I went and I put an offer down on a home, and Brooke Shields came to me and she said, Sherri, I have something to tell you. They are canceling the show. And I remember feeling like Florida Evans in Good Times. I was just like, damn, damn, damn. I played Sergeant Judy on Everybody Loves Raymond. I love that show. But they had the best craft service in the world, and we were always eating. So to the people on The View, Miss Walters, a happy panel table full of women are women that are fed. Less Than Perfect was a show that I was on. It was the very first sitcom that I had done that had lasted any length of time where I didn't have to go back to being a legal secretary. It lasted 4 years. I love being a mother. Children just love. And so to see my son and the miracle that he is when he runs around and he stands on the table, he's really made me complete in a way that I didn't think that I would ever be. My status with my husband, we're now separated. I came on The View and I talked about the fact that I found out that my husband had had an affair. When you have that kind of betrayal, it's really indescribable, especially when it's an affair and the girl had a son. We will always be friends, Jeff and I. Sometimes you need distance and space. So right now, that's what it is. I've never been on a show with a group of women where you could sit and feel like I'm with my girlfriends and I'm just talking about things that matter to me. And let me tell you something, Barbara Walters, to see how she handles 80 million things and is able to get on that screen and say, hey, welcome to The View, I am in awe. If you would have told me when I first started that I would be a co-host on The View, I would have laughed you off the block. I still feel like this legal secretary at heart who kind of stumbled into this dream. Live this dream with me.
We're so happy to have you. We will feed you every day. We are a group of people. We do like to eat, all of us.
Oh,
none of us seem to have that problem.
Okay.
Not eating.
Because I'm hungry now. I'm cool.
You cool?
Yeah, I could eat. You can eat? Yeah, I like a hot dog.
Maybe we can have some snacks here every day.
Every time, but you know, nothing with powder.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
because on the teeth is not cute.
Yeah, don't you hate it when you got that one thing stuck in your teeth and nobody tells you?
Yes.
Like the whole day?
It's hard. But what kind of no powder? What are you, a cokehead? What are you talking about, powder?
From the donuts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where's your brain? Where's your brain?
I always say, The View is supposed to be the kind of conversation, happy, funny conversation that you have with your friends at the breakfast table. No powder. What are you, a cokehead? That's The View.
Yeah.
We are so happy you're here. We'll be right back now. We got our hot topic.